Hello and welcome to Yoga TX. My name is Crystal. Today I've got some nice yin poses planned for you. I recommend a block, that's a bolster, a block and a bolster. It's yin time, my brain's not working. And we'll just start with a little bit of gentle movement to kind of get into the body before getting into the more still yin poses. So let's start in a tabletop. And let's circle out our hips. Take big circles in one direction and then the other. And I don't know about you, but sometimes when I see yin listed, I'm like, but I want to move a little bit before I'm still. And so this is what I'm trying to offer you in this moment. And then keep your left knee down. Let's circle out the right knee. And also this is just movement we generally don't get in our day-to-day lives, walking or sitting or running. So if you're guessing, I'm gonna start us with a nice hip opener. Switch legs, right knee down, circle out your left knee. All right, and that's that. Lower both knees down. We'll start with a pigeon pose. So shift your right knee forward towards your right wrist and spin your right shin out. Now with your back left leg, you can tuck the toes and use the toes to kind of scoot your seat back. If this is a lot, because again, we didn't move very much, just a little bit, you can also bend your left knee out to the side. Sometimes that's a little bit more stabilizing. And then feel free to stay upright or walk your hands forward. And here, if you have your block, feel free to rest your forehead on it. If you need the floor to be a little bit closer, you can also stack your forearms on your bolster, and that will also create a little bit more ease if you need it. Now, pigeon is a big hip opener. So if you are already feeling a lot and you're like, I don't know about this, feel free to come onto your back and just cross your right ankle over left thigh. It stretches the same thing, but it won't feel as intense because you don't have the whole weight of your upper body against your hip. If you're still in pigeon, you're like, this feels okay, I invite you to add a little bit of a twist. So we'll just walk our hands over towards our front right knee. And that can be extending, actually, yeah, it's kind of like a thread the needle. Right hand forward and left arm will thread under towards the right side. So this is adding more weight and pressure into the right hip, which for some of us might not feel good. For others, it might feel really great. So if you try it and you don't like it, come out of it. Let's take 3 more breaths. And then come back through center. Let's ground into your hands. Come back to your tabletop pose and we'll circle out the right knee again. Notice how this feels different, better, the same, maybe a little bit more delicate. Lower the right knee down and we'll set up for pigeon on the left side. Left knee comes towards left wrist, spin your left shin forward. Acknowledge if you need a different setup of your legs or need to find the shape on your back. Feel free to stay upright or crawl yourself forward. You can stay right here or take your right hand across and then left arm over. I think I did that in reverse. You can walk your left hand forward and crawl your right hand under. Left arm is over right and right hand is more to the left. It's a big game of Twister. take 3 more breaths. All right, walk your hands back onto the mat. And then shift your weight to your right knee, circle out the left. All right, our next pose will be a seated cobbler or Baddha Konasana. So we'll sit down, bring your feet in front of you, bend your knees, soles of feet to touch. Now, this can be it. You can stay upright. You might find a little bit of a fluttering of your butterfly wings, also called butterfly. This pose has so many names. You can also grab onto your ankles and then inhale, puff up your heart. Keep this length in your spine and start to shift your way forward. So your elbows can bend here. If you have depth, you might take a block in front of you and rest your forehead on it. If you don't have props, that's okay. Head can dangle in space. Start to press back up. Take your hands behind you. Let's windshield wipe the knees side to side. All right, a little bit of setup for our next pose. This will require both block and bolster. If you don't have those, don't worry, you can still try these out. It'll just be slightly less supported. But I'm taking block at a medium height to the back of the mat, and then bolster will create a little bit of a slide in front of that. We'll find half hero pose. We're gonna face away from that structure. Our glutes are at the low end of the slide. And bend your right knee for half hero. Your heel will be on the outside of your hip. So we're not sitting directly on the heel or putting weight into it. Now this can be a lot. Your opposite left leg can extend straight forward, or you can also opt to bend the knee. So we're massaging out the front of the right ankle here. And you'll see this is a pose for now. I'll give another option in a moment. All right, if you're ready to shift your weight, walk your hands back and we'll come to lie on that structure. Now, if you don't have any props, you can still walk your hands back and maybe just lean back a little bit. Your hands can support you. Some of us, I don't really know, with crazy ankle flexibility, it might be able to lie all the way down on the earth. If that's you, take it. If that's not you, you will know pretty immediately. So do what works for you here. This is, again, kind of a less common pose that we don't spend a ton of time in naturally in our day-to-day lives. And it's also not a regular pose in a lot of yoga practices. It's our half hero. My right ankle is starting to feel a little warm and tingly in a nice way. If yours tingles in a not nice way, shift your weight so that you're not on it as much. All right, let's take 2 more breaths here. And then use your hands to rise back up. Ooh, you can use your right hand to assist unfolding or refolding, re-straightening your right leg. I'm gonna tap out the backs of my knees circle out my right toes. For some of us, we might even make fists and give our thighs a little tap here. And then let's switch. Bend your left knee so heel comes to the outer edge of the hip. Right leg can be forward or knee bent up to the ceiling. Let's just pause here, noticing sensation through the left leg. Right, feel free to stay right here. If you're ready to lean back, use your hands to support you if you don't have props, or use your hands to gently lower your body onto your little slide. In this moment, I like this better on this side. It wasn't terrible on the first side. Maybe this side is less stressed out. I don't know. All right, let's start to rise back up. Use your hands to assist you. Left hand might help the left foot unbind. Extend both legs forward. Maybe find some movement through the toes, the ankles. Maybe make fists and give yourselves that gentle-ish tap. Like, it also just looks like I'm hitting my legs, but I don't like to say hitting when teaching yoga, or in general. All right, one more pose for y'all. This will be a child's pose with some support, so you can use your bolster here. You can also opt to not use any props, but I'm gonna take the bolster between my knees and then lower my torso on. I'll turn one head. I'll turn my head to one side. We only have one head for now. Man, this is getting weird. All right. And I like to hug the bolster, so there's a little bit of elevation. If you want more, you can kind of recreate that slide by taking your block under the end of the bolster that's under your head, and maybe just create a space for your arms to go. And if you are turned in one direction, let's just switch. So gaze the other way, stretching out the neck equally. And as you're ready, let's press ourselves up. And we'll meet in a seat. Now, granted, if you're like, that was cool, I'm gonna lie down. You do you, boo. I'm gonna close out class. But if you need a proper Shavasana, always take it if you have the time. Ready to move on, meeting in a seat, hands at your heart space, palms touch, or stack one hand on top of the other. Ceiling practice with a breath together. Begin to exhale all your air out. Inhale, fill your lungs. Breathe into your hands. Take in an extra sip at the top. Sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Yoga TX. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe to the page. If you want to follow me personally, you can find me on Instagram. My handle is at its_Crystal, CRYST, 5 A's and an L. Namaste, yogis.